Warning, Anthology Archive may contain spoilers and subliminal messages.
Well, hello. Welcome to Anthology Archive. I am your host, Pukey Pete. Tonight we're going to be talking about the 1980s reboot of Twilight Zone episode called A Matter of Minutes. This episode follows a young couple, Michael and June, as they wake up one morning to a loud, noisy construction going on. And from the looks of it, I think this guy Michael might be transitioning into a werewolf, judging by his arm hair. But anyways, upon hearing what sounds like a possible intruder, Michael thinks it's a good time to play some softball. False alarm. He realizes this is not an ideal time for a pickup game. Nope, wait a minute. On the double fake out, it looks like they're both ready to play ball. I'm going to be honest, I'm not thoroughly convinced that Michael has ever held a baseball bat before. As June and Michael exit their room and look downstairs, they notice what appears to be the Blue Man Group. Michael is yelling at them, trying his best to appear intimidating, but not doing a very good job at it. And the Blue Men do not seem to care. None of them care. And matter of fact, this one cares so little, he just continues wiping his boogers on the table. Michael attacks one of the Blue Men, only to discover that on Crip, they don't give a shit about what Michael says or does. You know, these fools better not show up around here. I got that thing on me. June and Michael decide to leave their house, and they notice the entire hood is overflowing with gang activity. So naturally, they make their way down the street to a friend's house and walk in unannounced, only to stumble into the intro for Clarissa Explains It All.
Stay back, honey!
What is going on?
I don't know.
And then they leave, which baffles me, as they clearly have no clue what's going on, no idea. But Clarissa would have explained it had they just hung around until the song ended. Michael and June decide to take a walk around the city, only to find more of these overgrown Smurfs doing God knows what. I still don't know what these guys are doing exactly. And then they find kind of an out of bounds area once again, and they stumble onto the set of a generic 80s or 90s music video set in progress, where numerous music videos are being recorded.
Michael!
Over here, honey!
Give me your hand! Michael, where's your hand?
Just when they can't take any more of Bobby Brown's smooth moves or Madonna's crazy wacky dances, out walks a living mashup of Ernest P. Worrell and Ice-T, or as I like to call him, Ernest T. Worrell.
Thank God we found you, or that you found us.
Whatever. You have got to tell us what's going on.
Well, do you people live near here?
What does he mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Ernest T. Worrell here explains that they are stuck in a specific minute in time. That moment is 11:37 a.m. Oh, yeah, look at this. He's got a sweet power glove. I got one too. So rad. Anyhow, the way they break down the time in this episode is basically like each minute is a car of a train, and the people are passing through each car of the train, or each minute of the day. That's a very convoluted way to explain how time works. We also discover that June doesn't understand anything.
Why?
Why what?
Why does time work like this?
Because that's the way it works.
Why?
Here.
Anyhow, Ernest T. Worrell there then decides to open an invisible door and bring them back into this blank white background area. Is basically parts of time that are not created in every minute. So say, for instance, if you're not home and nobody's in your house or in a specific room, at that minute of the day, it's not even there. It doesn't exist. It's just blank. I love this part.
More dust up there.
Yeah, more dust up there. Anyhow, Michael and June want to go back to their own time. Of course, they don't want to be in this weird limbo stuck in 1 minute. It is explained to them they cannot return to their own time. They make a run for it, as they do not want to be blue time builders.
What's going to happen when actual time does arrive?
We'll know that in 45 seconds.
What if 11:37 comes and goes and everybody else goes with it and we stay here?
I don't know. I'm just here. This is my first time.
Mr. Wright! Mrs. Wright! You must come with me. Now!
Well, don't mind if I do. Oh yeah, check out this sick move over here. Watch this. Anyhow, they end up back in their own time. Oh, look, what you see that? A wrench. Nothing is funnier than a wrench.
Oops.
Oops. Oh, that reminds me, you need to get my new breakfast cereal. Oops. All blue wrenches. Well, anyways, that concludes this episode of the 1980s reboot of Twilight Zone. The episode A Matter of Minutes.
That was a great episode, Pukey. But say, what was the moral?
Well, sometimes things don't have a moral.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense when you put it that way, Pukey. Thanks.
Go away.
Sure thing, Pukey. Anyway, folks, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Shut up.
Oh.
Anyway, that's all for this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Anthology Archive is made possible thanks to these wonderful people over on Patreon.